Hello everyone. In this tutorial, we will learn about augmented reality in Unity 3D. So basically, we will be importing or we will be overlaying some 3D objects on the top of the target image, and we will also apply some rigid body components and some physics on that 3D objects, and we will also apply some particle effects on the same object. And let's start with it. So I have already created my Unity scene, and now I will import Vuforia package in assets folder. So now I have successfully imported my Vuforia package, and now I will paste. First of all, I will import your camera. Now I will go to the Vuforia configuration and I will paste license key, and now I will import my image database. I will put this in the same folder, in assets folder. And if you don't know how to create your image database and don't know about how to get this license key, I have given link to the video which I've already made on this topic, through which you can easily get to know about how to create this image database from Vuforia, and how to get this license key. So now I will delete this main camera, and I will import image target. Now from type I will select database. Now the name of the database, and I have my image here, and now I will import a cube. So you can use any game object. I'm using cube. So I will import two cubes because I want to create a kind of game in which if two cubes are collided, then a particle effect is created. So for that I have created two cubes, and now I've made them child of image target. Now I have scaled down my cubes, and now I will apply some materials. So for that I will create a folder, materials. Here I will put my materials. I will be using different type of material for second cube. So for that I'm using this. Okay, this is better. This is better. So now apply this material to the cube 1. This is to the cube 2. Drag it over here. So both the cubes are on the top of the target image. Now we will add some script so that we can drag these two objects when we touch on the screen, or when we use mouse click. So scripts folder, here I will put my script. Now I will open this script in Sublime. So now we have created our script, and first of all I will use this variable, and this variable will store whether the object is in the motion or not. And now I will add rigid body. So whenever the target image is recognized, we want to add a digit body component to our 3D game object. So we will be adding digit body component through our script. You can also use inspector, but we will be using script. So now I've created all the variables, and sorry, just copy, paste them. So this variable will store the value of the coordinates of the target position. And now I will use this dragging here. I will use ray. So basically we want to throw a ray from our camera to the point where we will tap on the screen. So dot. So this will create a virtual plane where the cube will be lying. So now we'll use this distance. This plane won't be visible, it will be logical plane, so that we can throw a ray only on this plane. And where we will tap, a ray will be thrown from the camera to the position where we tap, and a distance will be calculated, and and now that variable distance will contain all the information about that point where we tapped. So now this will throw a this line will help us to get all the information about the point where we tapped. Now we have stored the target position in this target pause, and now we will change the position of our cube to this target position. So we don't need this line, and we will initialize this distance value with 0. And now I will use private void on mouse down. This function will be called whenever you click or whenever you touch on the screen if you are working on Android or phone. So this variable will be set to true whenever we press mouse or whenever we touch on the screen. Now I will use this on mouse up, and this will be called whenever you release your hand from the mouse. I think we don't need to put a condition. So here, whenever you release your hand from the mouse, this function on mouse up will be called, and this drag object variable will be assigned to false value. One thing also you have to do, like we will create a function which will assign a rigid body component to our game objects. So dot now the rigid body component will be added to the game object. So now back to the Unity. Now we have to make some changes here. We have to change this world center mode to the first target, and we will apply a collider component, box collider component, to this image target. And now you can see this collider is too big, so we have to make changes. 0.14 or 0, now 0.2. So I think it is fine. So I have, first of all I want to tell you that if you keep your world center mode at device, then your game objects will fall down whenever you run this. So make sure that you set this world center mode to the first target if you do not want to these game objects to be fallen. And now I will attach this script to both the cubes. I have to go back to the Sublime and I have to make this game object public. And now if I come back here and now I will drag this to their corresponding cubes. Now one thing more we have to do is go to this image target and add an event, drag this object here and select enable rigid body. So we have already made this enable rigid body in our script, so we have to call this function whenever the image target is found. So that's why I'm putting these objects here and I'm calling these functions from this Unity event. We're done with all the configurations. So I will open my console and now I will run this. Now you can see these two objects have fallen on this image target, and you can simply drag them with your mouse or touch, and you can just push them with other objects. And because they are rigid body, so all physics are applied to them, and if you push them outside this image target, then this will get fall, and even you can see, so all the physics will be valid because these are the rigid body components. I have downloaded this particle effect package Creepy Cat from Asset Store, so you can import it from there. It is free. And now I will make some changes in this script. So now you can see that whenever the object falls off the target image, it doesn't get destroyed, so it means it remains in the scene. So we want to destroy this object as soon as it falls off the target image surface. So for that I will create so for that I am using this function on collision exit. So whenever your object 3D object lose the contact with the target image surface, we want that object 3D object to be destroyed. So so I am using this on collision exit function. So whenever your game object, your cube, will lose the contact with the target image surface, this function will be called. So for that I have to put an if condition. which I have to specify. Then here I have to specify the name of the game object which we want to detect whether our cube is losing contact with it or not. So here I will start coroutine, name of the function which we will be calling, and so here I'm using coroutine because I want to so here I'm using coroutine because I do not want to destroy my object as soon as it falls off the target image surface. I want to wait for some time, like for 1 second or 2 seconds. After that I want to destroy. So for that I'm using coroutine. Wait for seconds, and here I will put 1 second, and destroy function will destroy the corresponding cube which will be fall from the surface, target image surface. So back to the Unity, and now we want to apply this particle effect. So I will go to the prefabs and select this effect 4. I will drag it over here and make it child of this cube 1. And now I will add some script. I will create one more script which will detect whether the collision between these two objects have taken place or not, and as soon as the collision takes place a particle effect will be pop up. So I will open this script in Sublime. So now we will create so there will be there is a function on collision enter, and here whenever both the game objects will come in contact or whenever they will collide, this function will be called, and same if condition will be applied here. So whenever the cube 1 will come in contact with the cube 2, this if condition will set to true, and we want to enable emission of the particle. So I will create one more function which will be called when the collision will be exit, and this will stop our animation, or this will stop our particle effect to be playing. So I will create one more function, private void on collision exit, which will turn off the collision effect. Otherwise the particle effect will be playing forever, so we have to stop it. So I will just copy it from here, paste, and so whenever the collision will exit, this particle system will be turned off. And now go back to the Unity, and we will apply the script detect collision to the cube 1, and now there is a place for the particle effect object, so I will place it over here. And now one more thing I want to tell you, that just go through the settings of this particle system, duration keep this low, and I'm also keeping this flow start lifetime and turn off the play on awake and make a mission count to 6 per cycle and so one thing you can see, you can change according to your settings. So keep this low as low possible because this is the offset value. So which means is whenever these two objects will get close to each other, this value will decide when the collision will take place. So when these two objects will be having an offset value of 0.01, then the collision will be declared. So now we are done with all the settings. Now if I drag it to the Q1 and I will change its position, so you can put this particle system according to your need. I'm just putting it in the middle of the Q1. So now we are done with all the settings and I've saved the scene. And if I run this, you can see two objects have been overlaid on the top of this, and since they are rigid body they can collide, and you can see then whenever these two comes in contact, a particle effect is played, and as soon as they lose the contact with each other, this particle effect gets turned off. So you can see that whenever I'm taking this object to the close to the other object, the particle effect is getting played. So you can change this value. This is the offset value which I've already shown you. You can change its value to very low. You can go with the 0.001 so that it seems to be real. It will be looking more realistic. So now if you push it from the surface, this will get fall down, and after 1 second it will get destroyed. So now we are done with the all the things. We have applied rigid body to the game objects in AR, and we have also seen how to implement particle effects, and you can go and build this for the Android and OS, iOS. So it's up to you, and if you have any doubt, you want to ask anything, you can ask me in comment section. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.